Hello everyone, I'm here with one of the voters. So who did you vote for and why?
Well, this was a very, very tough decision in one way. I really knew that I couldn't vote for Zoran Mandani. I have so many concerns. Like, I don't know what's going to happen tonight, but, you know, a 34-year-old that never ran anything in his life, running New York City, and his ties to people that have wanted to do us harm, that I really was not convinced by what he said to put me at ease about that. I'm really nervous about it. So my choices were Andrew Cuomo or Curtis Lewa. And I'm an independent. So I really liked what Curtis said in the debates. I thought he, as far as being a real, true New Yorker, he put his life on the line for 50 years for us, and he had so many great common sense safety things too, because especially as a woman, I don't feel safe anymore in New York City. The crime rates are down, the stats are down, but that's because they don't prosecute a lot of the crimes. And also people stay in at night, because I've been going around the neighborhood talking to people. So those crime statistics are not correct, actually, in my opinion, and I think I'm right. And Andrew Cuomo, I wound up definitely voting for Cuomo because he has run things. I think men that were I know President Trump in New York is not so popular, but he's a very smart man. He said to vote for Cuomo. Elon Musk said to vote for Cuomo. Bloomberg, who was a great mayor and a great businessman, he said to vote for Cuomo. So today I did that, and I like Governor Cuomo, but there were a lot of things that happened under his watch that are very questionable. But truly, I hope he wins, or Curtis, if that's even possible, because I'm really nervous about a Mandani mayoral, hold on the city. Yeah, it's not only me that I'm nervous about the crime. I actually ran as a write-in candidate for city council, and I spoke to a lot of people. I spoke to a father with an 18-year-old daughter in Chelsea, who the daughter said, not even the father said she had to stay in. The daughter won't go out after dark anymore. She's been harassed, she's been followed. The streets are not safe. Some people feel safe, but I always say, look around and see what you see with your own eyes. The empty storefronts and the lack of people on the street. New York was never like this. Restaurants were packed. You felt safe. The congestion pricing has driven up prices. And I realized I was walking down the 9th Avenue, or wherever I was. There's no traffic anymore. You don't feel safe. If there's no people on the street and there's not even a car coming, it's really not a good feeling. Now, as far as the Mandani issue, I think there's enough historically and what's happened and precedent to have true concerns about particularly the safety of our Jewish neighbors. I have a lot of friends that are, I know some portion of the Jewish community are voting for him. I also know, I don't want to say something, in previous years in history, the Jewish people voted for someone that they shouldn't have voted for. I won't fill in the details, you fill them in, I'm sure you know. And it didn't turn out well. So I hope I'm wrong. If he wins, we will find out, but I don't think I'm wrong, because we are seeing things that we never saw before in the United States of America. I live in peace with my neighbors. We always lived in peace. I grew up in a time in America when it was really like the American dream. I mean, there were pockets of some trouble perhaps, but it's nothing like it is now. So divisive, so divided, so defined by our ethnicity or who we choose to love or whatever. We were Americans. We were together. We were working together. We didn't have prejudice and racism, and I don't recall that where I grew up. And now it's the exact opposite. So if we look around and we really look at the headlines and we read about what's happening, They're always bringing up Palestine, 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 and yet they ignore the thousands of Christians that are being massacred in Nigeria and other places, in Sudan. So that doesn't ring true to me. If you really care about people, why don't you care about those people? It's politically motivated, in my opinion, and I'm tired of it, I'm weary of it, and quite frankly, my mother, who was a child of the Depression, when they didn't give people anything, my Italian immigrant grandparents came, and there was no Social Security, there was nothing. They worked hard, they were honest. One of her favorite expressions, God bless her soul, was open your eyes. So that's what I encourage people to: open your eyes, look around, read what's going on, read. Most people don't get the truth. The media, I'm talking to the media, but the media curates the facts they want us to hear. And that is dividing us too. We have right wing, we have left wing. People don't get the truth. You have to search like you're Sherlock Holmes. So I hope my misgivings are wrong, but something inside me tells me that we're going to have some issues. Hopefully they won't be major, but I don't like what's happening in our own country. We need to be Americans. We can't be divided by this. This is ridiculous. Or if you want to go somewhere where, this is not the United States of America. We need to be together, a melting pot. So thank you for listening.